Hello, Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eichenberry in real life, and welcome to another episode of the EVE Online 30-Day Challenge. So, I want to start out this episode by saying that if you watched the last episode where we talked about Summer Blink and some of the detractors from it and everything, that officially I am for their service. And I actually, before we decided to have them as a sponsor on the show and everything, we checked them out, and I am satisfied that they are legit. So don't anybody take that last episode as me saying that I think that there's big problems with Summer Blink, because I do not. I actually think that they run a great service. Just like any gambling, it can be abused by people who don't know when to stop. But primarily being used is ISK, and that people earn in game, and so I don't have much issue with that. If it were real money, if they were a real gambling site where they accepted real cash dollars in, then I would not allow them to be a sponsor. So I just wanted to bring that up. That's the difference for me on that. So let me bring on the guys from TeamSpeak here. Hello, TeamSpeak world. How are you guys?
Hello.
Pretty good.
Yeah, good. Now, Bella, you're pretty new to the game, right?
No, mate. I've been playing this game for 2008 on and off.
Okay, so we have somebody else that's named Bella in that was here yesterday. So I think maybe I'm just getting mixed up. Anyway, okay. Maybe I'm just mixed up. Do we have anybody here in TeamSpeak who is a newbie, like under 3 months of playtime? No. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to invite any of you who are watching the show right now. I'm posting the TeamSpeak IP server connection stuff in chat. Please come and join us. I'd be happy to join you. There's a few people sitting in the lobby right now. Move yourself down to the live streaming category if you'd like in here. I see Kippy in there, and I think Kippy is a newbie. But pop yourself down to the live streaming category and then right-click on yourself and request talk rights. So, okay. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm on my Marky Dragon account right now, and let's see here. There we go, and there we go. Okay, so this is the guy with the big bounty and everything, and I'm on a goal today that. And skills 24/7. Yeah, you mute the stream when on TeamSpeak so that you don't get echo when you talk. And so when you talk, I don't hear me talking because it's playing over your speakers or whatever. And a headset is recommended to keep echo from happening. So anyway, and then in between times turn the volume back on or whatever. So. Okay, now I am, a few episodes ago, a couple days ago, I was working on, Brian, can you approve these guys for rights on the server?
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. So, I got my first clone. And so let me see if I can bring up, let's see, where is I have no medical here. So here's what I was going to do. I'm going to fly to Jita, and I have a clone that I got at another station, and I'm going to jump to that clone, and then I'm going to make another clone while I'm there, and then I'm going to fly out of there. Here's what happened last time, though, is that when I jumped into my other clone, to fly out of there, it's in a dangerous area, I got popped. And so I didn't make my other clone out of there. And so I'm going to try and make it out this time. So Okay, I'm heading out to Jita. So Jita is where my clone with the implants is going to be, and so I'll spend periods of time. So an explanation for people who are newer as to why to have a clone and everything. There's a couple of reasons. One, so that you can make a jump across the Eve universe, and like if you're blockaded, you're stuck in a station or something like that, you can make a jump to another location and pick up and leave from there. Or also because, like what I'm doing, I've got plus 4 implants for my skill training, which is going to give me, I don't know what percentage boost, but it will give me a skill boost in my skill training. It's going to decrease the amount of time, and it's going to allow me to learn stuff faster. And so, like, I'm going on vacation here in a few weeks, and so I'll jump into that clone while I'm on vacation, and because I'm not going to be playing, and then he will learn his skills faster. And I'll have to have something really big because I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. So I'm going to have something really big for him to work on, but I'm sure I'll have something by that point.
Weapon upgrades or something.
Yeah. So, okay. What's happened? There we go. Yeah, I've got a lot of my skills to level 5 already, and so I may have to go into the advanced stuff, which I have a couple of advanced things that I am working on. And on my I have another tune that you guys haven't seen that is he's working on getting one of the big freighters, and so some of those take quite a while to train, some of the stuff for that. So welcome new guys to TeamSpeak.
Thank you.
Yeah. Kippy, we've talked a few times on in like messages and stuff. And you're a newer player, right? Kippy must have stepped away, even though I just gave him talk rates. So.
Yeah, there's one person still in the lobby that's unable to get in for some reason.
Missing rights.
Yeah. There's
Thank you.
There's a little bit of a rights that we set up in here. Brian did a really good job of setting up the server, and it keeps us from getting people just joining us and verbally bombing the server. So helps keep the show a little bit better going. So okay. So those of you who are new to the game, like 3 months or less, how about you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sin.
Hello, Sin. So, Sin, how long you been playing?
I have been playing a grand total of 3 days.
Woohoo! All right. So,
Welcome in the Eve universe.
Yeah. So, what have you done so far?
The vast majority of my time I've been spending just mining in medium security areas, I guess. Anything around 5, like 0.5 or so.
Okay. And have you found a way to make any money yet?
Mining's usually been the only way I've been able to make any money, really, and I would attempt to go to low sec areas, but I just don't have an escort to take me there, and I don't have the equipment to do so.
Yeah. And have you seen the stuff that we've been talking about doing faction warfare and making like 150 million ISK an hour?
Yes, I have seen that, but I have also, it's one of those things that I'm not sure I'd be really capable of doing, I suppose.
Yeah. Is that just because you don't know enough about the game yet, or?
Yeah, it's been 3 days, so I figure I don't know nearly enough about it to attempt to do something like that.
Right. I can agree with that. Plus, you need to you either need somebody to like mentor you and work with you on it for a bit and help you out with some ISK so you can afford the ships. Or you need time like what you're doing with mining so that you can make the moolah, make the money and do it that way. So
I would say always keep the rookie chat open and watching it, and if you're not going to join EVE University, at least join their public channel and watch and ask questions.
Yeah. So
they're all going to be asking the same questions you have.
And other players that you run into, have you found anybody who have you met anybody in game yet?
I haven't met anybody in game that I'm willing to I've seen people mining with me, but I haven't met anybody that's stood out to me in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. So that's those of you who are more veterans in the game that are here in TeamSpeak, how would you recommend somebody who's 3 days old find somebody that would be good to hook up with to kind of be a little bit of a mentor?
Well, for me personally, I basically joined a native-speaking corporation, which were willing to help, because it's always easier to learn in your own language for the non-speaking, English-speaking people around there. It's always easier to learn the game in your own language than trying to, translate it from English to your own language.
Okay. Yeah. And we have a lot of people here who play that English is not their first language. I don't know what the demographics of EVE are, but it's probably at least 50% of the people do not, English is not their first language. So, but that's just my guess.
You can see it out of the TeamSpeak, to be honest.
Yeah. So, and we do have that is a good point. We have the TeamSpeak here, and so you can join up and just tackle everybody that comes into the lobby. Hey, you know how to play this game? And you guys are welcome to use the server. And we'll be leaving, even after the challenge, we'll be leaving some EVE categories up, and because we will be doing more live shows with EVE after this is the 30-day challenge portion is done, but also it's available for people who want to use it. So okay. So now I've made it.
I apologize for delay, Marky.
Oh, no problem. A late answer? Kippy, you're new, right? New to the game as well?
Kinda. I started back in like 08, 06 or something, but basically I'm new all over again. So anything I'm trying to pick up and pick your guys' brains as much as I can.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that is why we are here, actually. That's actually, the whole premise of doing this, one, was so that I could create something for me to get help doing, getting ingrained in Eve, but also to allow to allow others to be able to try and get the same experience.
Promo.
Promo?
Come on. Woohoo!
What?
Oh, Macario.
Does this mean we have to go look?
Promo.
I don't see it. Oh, because I'm not logged in. Damn it. I'm not going to log in while I'm on stream either. Okay.
Smart idea. Smart idea.
Yeah. I just can't. It'd be bad for my account's health. So I figured out a different way to do it here, which is through the browser, because I was already logged in over there. So I'm in on this one, and I forgot to take my my winning. I won last time while we were talking, and so I haven't decided whether or not I was going to take the ship or take the ISK. I probably should take the ISK. The reason being is that I blew a whole bunch of money on my character, and I actually don't have very much at the moment. So
Take disc.
yeah.
Taking the ISK always seemed like a good idea to me at the time.
Yeah, so okay, so they're gonna buy me out. Good. Okay, so back into the game, and yeah, so I blew a bunch of money, and look at that, I'm no longer rich. 62 million. Got to earn my keep now. So.
What have you
I'm
bought?
like 62 million. That's still more than good enough for me.
Oh yeah. No kidding. You know,
What have you done with your money?
Well, I I sent a lot of it over to one of my other characters to do the big freighter ship, which the ship is 1.5 billion, and the training is around 200,000 for the books. Or no, well, shit, it was a lot of money. So I don't even have enough. I don't even have enough over there to complete that yet. So I sent over a bunch of money, and now I got to make more money so that I can complete that. But it's not like an urgent timeline type thing, because I still have 20 days of training on that other character before he can even fly the freighter ship. So
The Anchor? Are you going for the Anchor, I think?
I'm going for the ugly one.
Yeah, the space fish. The space fish.
The space fish, the one that looks like it's stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of it. So, anyway,
Another one.
Oh, another one.
Obelisk. And
Nightmare.
Nightmare promo. Oui.
And I have not won one of these yet. One of the big promo blinks. So
50 tickets left.
yeah, okay. Well, I'll continue working on the game here.
After that, a new promo will come up.
Oh, I'm sure of it. So, okay. Let's see here. Now, and then, I also made an investment that probably wasn't very good, which I can show everybody. I bought, 10 of the Gnosis, and I bought them at 210 million each, on speculation that they were going to go up in price. And I can see now that I'm going to have to hold on to them for a bit in order to get my money back out of them, and I may actually not get the full amount based on the timeline of when the blueprints are coming out. Yeah, they're going for 77 million now, and so I think I'm going to eat it in the shorts on that one. I think that maybe you know, the price will start going back up here again soon, because I don't think people can redeem them anymore, can they?
I mean, yesterday I created a new account and I got the Gnosis.
Ah, okay, okay, interesting. Wow, you know what? That's one great way for a noob to get some money.
Yeah, at least 70 million.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you can sell it for 76 right here. Yeah, so 70 million after you're done selling it and everything.
So wait, I heard like a good way for noobs to make money. I'm like, what?
Did your ears perk up?
A little bit. I'm just like, I heard like noob make money. I'm like, what?
Okay, so so did you redeem your? Have you gotten your Gnosis ship yet?
I think I have like 2 or 3.
Oh, really? Well, maybe you should sell one of them, because they're selling for 76 million.
In Jetta, though.
In Jita, yeah. I don't know, but you know, you could be selling one of those and get, you know, 70 million out of it or so. Uh-oh, somebody in chat says they won the Vindy.
I just won an Ishkur.
Yeah. So cool. Well, it's nice somebody's here watching the stream one. So, congratulations to you.
What ship?
Vindicator.
Vindicator. Yeah. I don't know how much it's worth. Let's see how much it's worth.
1.3 billion, I think, roundabout.
Yeah. They're selling for 1.35 billion.
Yeah.
So
They're quite expensive.
Yeah. Cool.
Good close range brawler.
Yeah. So, and I'm working on the freighter on my other character. I'm not spelling it right.
Search for Obelisk.
Yeah, that's it. It's one ugly ship. You know, it. I'm not sure what it reminds me of. It reminds me of one of the female aliens at the bar in Star Wars. She has like 3 earlobes.
Wait a minute, are we talking about the same ones that were also Jedis, or are we talking about a different set here?
Oh, I don't know. So, and that one's 1.465 billion. So, I'll be buying one of those here sometime in the next month. So, and then I'll be able to move stuff around. And I'm gonna do a little bit of contract stuff, but also I plan on doing some things with my Marquis Dragon character that I'm just having too much trouble getting shit moved around with my what is it, Iteron? Or
Iteron, yes.
Iteron, yeah. I'm Iteron 4. I'll have Iteron 5 here in a few days, but it really doesn't give that much more room. Although I'm going to be going up to the other one that I can cloak while warping, which will be nice for getting around a little bit more undercover.
How can you say that the 5 with all cargo hold expanders and optimization rigs can hold an entire jet can of ore?
Okay, how many cubic meters is that?
That's 27,500.
Oh, okay. Well, that would that would certainly help.
With room.
But I have actually been moving some stuff around that's a lot bigger than that, especially moving some ships and everything to sell them in different markets.
Yeah, you can put like a couple cruisers in there, but you will not be able to fit in a battle cruiser.
Okay, let's see here. Is there? Wait a second. Is there no medical at Jita?
not that station. If you go in your star map and you go to the statistics, and you can select the medical facilities and see where they are.
Mm-hmm. In order to jump into my other clone, I have to be at a medical facility, don't I?
Nope.
No? Oh.
Click on your character.
Click on my character, okay.
And then go to jump clones.
Okay.
And make sure you left your ship with your current character clone, basically, and then you can jump it.
Left my ship? So I gotta hop out? Okay. Leave ship. Okay. I have hopped out. And, Brian, correct me if I'm wrong, but the clone facility is at HED-GP, right?
That's the facility where you set up your jump clone, yes.
Yes, okay. So that's where I'll jump to, and then I'll make another clone while I'm there, and I'll fly out. So that's the theory. That's the plan.
Do not forget to stop your skill training before.
Oh, I have to stop my skill training. Okay. So I accidentally ran out of my skill queue last night. Damn it! I logged in this morning and it said that I didn't have anything training, and I just missed, I guess. It shouldn't have been very much, because when I looked at it before, I thought that it wouldn't stop before the end of the show, but it did. So, okay, so pause my skill training.
Yep.
Okay, and then jump clones, and then
right.
And then I just jump to it. Okay.
The really cool thing now is you have a jump clone in Jita that you can use to, when you would go back.
Yeah.
There's a cooldown of 24 hours, though.
Right. So, and that's fine. That's fine. I knew that. Okay, I've restarted my queue here, my training. I knew about the cooldown, and that's fine. It doesn't bother me or nothing. So let's see here. Look at the market right here and see whether or not they have any cheap shuttles. This would be a good place to sell shuttles, I think. A lot of people at a jump clone facility needing to fly back out. Okay.
You continued your skill queue?
Yes, I did. I did. So,
okay, so in the next expansion, they're gonna pretty much do away with astronomy, right?
You mean the hacking or whatever? No, they're not doing away. They're just changing the way the scanning is working.
Oh, okay. So but do I need?
I think you got cut off there.
Would I still need astrometrics?
If you want to do exploring with scanning probes.
Alright, then I'm not going to bother then, because this is probably one of the most annoying things I've ever done in my entire life.
Well, are you doing the tutorial for it?
Yep, I'm doing the tutorial for it, and I want to rip my hair out.
Well, you should watch the videos that guys put on YouTube, but you really should wait because they're changing the way it's done anyway.
That's one thing that IT Paladin here is really good for. He knows where all the information is.
Well, I do that. I've done exploring. I've gone into wormholes and stuff. So, and I know how they're changing because I've watched Seamus's video. And basically, they're just by default, everyone is going to be able to use like 8 probes. It's no longer limited by skill. And so you can pop those out, and what is limited is certain arrays. You need for one of the Tech 2 arrays, you need one of the astrometric skills of 5. So
That's not going to work out very good. Look at all that red. Who knows, I may get popped while I'm here. It happened before. Let's see here.
I'm playing Eve right now, and I really wish I could watch the stream at the same time.
Oh.
I'd like to comment about the Twitch chat. I would never call CCP's tutorials good. They're either very basic or very outdated, especially the PI one. Because then the PI, they changed it a few times, and then the basic one they have there is it leaves a lot to be desired. I just recommend Seamus's one that he has for the PI.
Okay. Well, looks like I'm flying out and not going to be in here. Let's see here.
Yeah, one of the tips I've already given Marky is when you start up PI and you route your stuff coming in from the extractors to a storage, you always want to route it to the launch pad. It's the best, cheapest way, because if you overload and you dump it in and you don't have the storage, then what you're extracting and the overflow is lost.
You're warping directly to the gate.
Oh, I wasn't thinking, was I? Well, I may get a fast ticket home then.
I think it's sling bubbled.
Yep. Look at that. Okay. So.
Oh, there.
I'm probably gonna get popped here. Yep. I can't seem to. Come on. I am completely stopped here. I can't seem to do anything. I am? Okay, well.
Yeah, just look at your speed there.
That looks like a jammer.
You're almost there. No, too bad you can put in like an afterburner or something on it.
Right. Well, this is just the little.
It's funny to see that they are shooting with torpedoes at Marcus. Oh my god. Yeah. What a shame.
2 stealth bombers.
Yeah, they're trying to get that bounty. Go, go, go.
Well,
you know what a bounty they are gonna get.
They're not gonna get any bounty on a rookie ship.
Yeah. Just approach.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Keep going. It's gonna be hard for stealth bombers to do that.
Nope, they got
hit the pod. The fact that they were able to hit you, take you down that fast was pretty good for.
Come on, speed. Jump! Damn it! There we go.
Yeah, they got him.
Nope, I got it. I got out.
Nice. With stealth. With a stealth? Oh my god.
No comments.
Yeah, definitely no comments.
They should have had a frigate tackler there.
Gotta say, good work though.
Yeah.
You can escape,
Create contract, private marquee.
What are you doing?
Setting up a contract.
So they had jammer, but no web of fire thingy.
It didn't even have a web.
That was interesting. Okay, let's see if I can. If there's any stations around where I can pick up a ship.
A noob ship.
Yeah, at least something that'll give me a little bit of protection.
Yeah, just dock in a station and you will get it automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah, even that is bugged sometimes.
It's too bad you weren't using the old version of that rookie ship. And with Tech 2, drones would have ate up those guys. They had to actually nerf the rookie ship because it was too good.
Just accept the contract later.
Okay. Let's see. No station here either.
Just right.
So I saw on the CCP stream they're changing the Dominics. They're getting rid of even the gun bonuses and just making it practically a pure drone ship, which I was kind of like, eh.
That's getting quite boring then.
Yeah, they're giving it the drone tracking and stuff bonuses, but then they're taking away the option of having the bonus to the guns. Because the Dominics you could either go close brawl with the blasters and the drones, but now not that.
Okay, looks like there's a station here.
They were talking about you fit the Omni links, and then you can pop out guards and go to town, I guess.
Oh, so the Typhoon is now totally stupid with the patch. Makes no sense to fly that.
Oh, so the ship got nerfed?
The Typhoon?
Mm-hmm.
It's a missile boat with the patch.
Well, can it be used
They
for
don't
different?
like
Can it be used differently now? Like maybe.
Only for missiles. No projectile guns.
Look at that! I've been to this station before. Probably the last time I got popped. And I see another one of the rookie ships here. Yeah, I probably came here before and then looked for a shuttle instead, and yeah, there was no shuttles at the clone station there. I think they could have made some good money because I'd have bought one. Wow, prices here are very high for shuttles, which I guess that's what you get for being out in the middle of nowhere. Okay. There we go. How does that work? Does that work out well? You know, what should I be, we talk about renaming the ships and everything. Mm-hmm. And what is the best thing to rename your ship?
Whatever you feel like.
Funny names.
Well,
sorry, I've got a theme with my ships as well. I'm getting every single ship has the name of the F1 car of McLaren.
Okay.
So my Scorpion is called MP4-20.
So, but I'm thinking, okay, so I name computers that way. All my businesses, we've always named the servers after famous characters in video games. But, but ship naming, see, your ship comes up and is, people see it when they're on the directional scanner and stuff like that. And is there any methodology or thought given to how the name can give you some sort of advantage? Like it makes you more feared, or it makes you more trustworthy sounding, or I just named it just a period. And
the only way people can know it is that they scan the area and see the name, or they maybe the right click or the ship if they see it, but it's just for your own personal use, really.
But see, I was now yesterday when I was working on the faction warfare stuff. I actually I was paying attention to other people's ship names and everything, and trying to use that as some sort of indication as to who they were or what their intentions were.
They rename it so that you don't know who is sitting in that ship. That's why.
Well, I know, but
Yeah.
if they rename it "I'm the Devil" as opposed to "I'm an Easter Bunny," I kind of know, what their thought process is.
Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
Automatically shoot the Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Overanalyzing.
You're only giving some stupid names on the ship, so yeah.
You want it. Well, the way I do is I just look at the ship and what comes to mind when I look at, say, like the Incursus / Ishkur model. I think Alien, because it's got that lower jaw type thing there.
Mm-hmm.
Or I look at the Myrmidon, and I think Enfili, which is the name of one of the battleships, the cruisers in Babylon 5 from the
What a great show!
yeah. See, because the ship looks exactly like one of their ships there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like a
for
big
me,
fish,
naming ships,
angelfish.
for me, naming ships doesn't matter too much as long as I change it to something other than like so and so's Velotor or so and so's Retriever. So when they descan, they don't see exactly the default name and see exactly what you're flying.
Well, now, okay, and so, but why not name my ship as something other than a shuttle? I could use someone else's name and another ship type, and so when they look at that, they read that, they may not even continue on to see what the ship really is, and they may say
on the D-scanner you see the ship type as well.
Well, I know, but it's after the ship name, and if they look at that and it looks just like the default settings, but for a different type of ship, and they're like, well, I can't attack that because it's too big. Maybe they won't even continue looking on, and they'll just leave you alone.
You see somebody scanning and then see the name so and so Titan.
Well, Titan would attract some interest.
I can remember when I played Eve, I was in a corp, and the people in the corp said like a tag to the ships all over the corp. So if somebody scans a certain era and sees like 10 of ships with the same tag on it, maybe they were frightened.
That's a good idea. See, now that's what I'm talking about. I really think that the name can be used to the advantage, especially in like that, because then they all of a sudden know that you're all together, and maybe maybe that should be feared, or maybe that helps you noticed.
And even if you have like more corps working together and all have the same tag or some kind of tag, they then look like even more people.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a good example, I think. So, myself, I'm just naming it a dot, which just really doesn't tell anything, just leaves a whole bunch of blank space. So, but I could name it something funny. We could tell a joke, or at least the punchline. And there were two. Everybody's supposed to laugh now, because it was the punchline. Nobody knows the joke though.
The contract is up, Marcus. Linked and Market Dragon.
Okay. I fear what you're sending me. Not
What?
fear, but I just you I don't know, you go a little overboard sometimes.
What?
What? Let's go look at the contract and say what? So this is
That's not bad. Pretty nice.
Yeah. Wow. It's shiny. So is this a stealth fit?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, I don't know where you make all your ISK. You must win a hell of a lot of stuff on Blink or something.
No. Several other methods.
Yes, I think you because you're always sending me stuff and like this is 100 million or whatever, you know, and then with
Peanuts?
all this other stuff, oh, it might be peanuts. I don't look at it as peanuts. I'm not earning 100 million easy. I have not figured out this other stuff yet. So, you know, it's a lot to me. It really is.
It's a lot to me too.
Thank you, Brian.
I'm hearing this and I'm
You're
like,
welcome.
he's giving away 100 mil. Come on, help out the newbie here.
Well, you know, there's a lot of corps that can be joined that that would, you know, mentor and everything and help you out as well.
I've seen some of the mining corps do quite a cool trick where they they let you loan like a retriever, and then when you've skilled up like past it, you give it back to the corp, and they can use it on like the other people that are, you know, going through the stages of.
Oh yeah, so like hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they do it with Venture, and then when you move up, they can you can borrow the retriever for like until you're finished, and you can start using like the exhumers or whatever.
You know, granted, somebody like me in a corp like that would go through a lot of ships because I'm always getting blown up. But yeah, I think there's a lot of goodwill in the game, and there's a lot of evil. So there are plenty of people out there too who will, you know, gain your trust and then take advantage of it. So you got to always be cautious. So.
Well, I'm naturally
I
paranoid,
think,
so I'm sure I'll be
honestly,
fine.
Shin, what's your
The best thing to
in-game
look
character?
to do first is your skills. I wouldn't worry so much about the ISK, but the skills is your major thing.
Well, you have to make the money though to buy your skill books, to train, and everything. And then as a brand new character, you don't know what you want to do. You end up trying different things that you end up never coming back to.
Actually,
That's very true.
I don't think most new players don't try as many new things as you do, because you have so many people telling you about all these different aspects of EVE. Most of the new new players maybe have one person like that, if even that.
Right. Well, you know, I guess, you know, the way that I'm going through it is that everybody's hearing a lot of different things. But even if you were going out and watching somebody else's stream and seeing what they were trying and stuff like that, you'd come upon something that sounded interesting to you sooner or later and try it. The difference with the stuff with how I've been doing it is I've had this constant cash flow coming into me from generous viewers, and so it's allowed me to try a lot of stuff that is very expensive that I never could have done on my own. So,
Yeah, that's a luxury, indeed.
I
Most just end up doing missions or even mining.
I had planned on, when I first started this, on earning every single thing myself and everything, and what I realized is that it was going to be, you know, 5 days of getting set up and then 25 days of watching me mining. You know, which wasn't going to be very interesting. So
Yeah,
I abandoned that idea.
Mining is kind of capped in HiSec, to be honest. It's like you make roughly about 14 million an hour, roughly, depending on skills and all that stuff as well.
The fastest way to make money in mining is in a mining fleet.
You're still capped.
If you want beyond that, hell, you'll need a roar call and shit like that, but that is far out of reach for new players.
Yeah.
And so,
For new players, you make about 2 million an hour or so.
Paladin, you're talking about being in a group. What does that, being in a group, allow you to earn faster?
You have like an orca with boosts, and fleet members that have boosts, so you have shorter mining cycle times.
You're right.
And
Yeah.
more yield. You have someone that is hauling it back and forth to the station, so you don't leave. And so, of course, and everybody will probably get a cut. I've seen public things they hold where you get a cut.
Isn't that, yeah, I've heard of that too, where like you just jettison everything out and then somebody comes around and picks it up or whatever.
And it's of course also where you mine. I mean, they're in 0-0 or in wormholes. I mean, it's gonna be. Can you even mine in wormholes? Maybe you can't.
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
All right, so there's gonna obviously be more lucrative there.
Yeah, that's what I said. You're kind of capped to 14 mil if you're in high space anyway, with an orca boost and stuff like that. A friend of mine and I tried it out. Me running the orca fleet, he running a retriever and stuff to mine out, and he got about 12.5 mil worth of stuff.
That was horrible.
What was he mining? That sounds terrible.
Depending on what he mined, basically, he was just looking at the market value of the ore that was in the system.
The best ISK per hour and per cubic meter is Veldspar and HiSec, because it's so small, and then if you have the skills and you convert it to tritanium.
Yeah, well, his opinion wasn't that Veldspar wasn't making enough, to be honest.
It sounds really low. Just with my alt here that I just was training up for a month or two, and I was sitting in the Venture, and I could easily get that much just mining in a couple days in that small ship, just maybe getting and selling it on the market. Let me look at my wallet again here.
But then again, I mean, there is really no magic trick, no ticket, no free hall pass to being wealthy in EVE. I mean, it is, like you said multiple times, Marky, it is the most advanced MMO. The learning curve is insanely steep, and it's like that for a reason.
Yeah, see here, I sold Veldspar at 15 ISK each, and that was a sell order. I didn't sell directly to the highest buy order. It sold within a day at 4.7 million. And that's just with the Venture.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the chat. B1 Venture is saying that Veldspar is going for 166 ISK per square meters, whatever you want to pronounce it, and Skorda is going for 200. So my rough calculation, Skorda always wins per square.
Well, if you're talking about the size, it depends on your cargo hold, and if you need to go back and forth, you know.
Yeah.
If you have a big orca that can hold it, you know, or an industrial, someone that is going back and forth, that's better. But if you're by yourself, you need to look at your cargo size and the cubic meters.
Yeah.
So I personally, so I personally can fly an orca myself, and I have like an alt, and my main, we like fly as like a mini fleet. We just fly 2 retrievers, because having an orca and a retriever is not going to make as much money as 2 retrievers. Just because, the time to go back and forth like makes up really for an orca like quite easily. But I've only recently like been watching you stream, and like with this factional warfare stuff that you're on about, with like making roughly when I guess when you get good at it, like around 150 mil. Sounds a lot nicer, really, than having spent so much time being able to fly an Orca and then only getting 14 mil in high sec, which is currently where I am. It's like, yeah, it seems quite an investment in time to go into that, like a mining tree.
And I haven't figured out now the whole thing of. I think that making 150 million an hour in faction warfare is kind of bogus for a newer character. I'm not so sure that much can be made, but I definitely do. I think it can make over 14 million an hour. Absolutely, and it's a lot more exciting, and that even includes replacing ships. So. And we'll look at that some more today. I just want to get back to where I'm going, and then maybe I'll fire up the other account, and we'll look at that some more.
It would be possible if you didn't get blown up all the time, and of course that's that's part of the PvP. If no one bothered you and you just spin the button, then that's fine. Tragic, they did change the way the missions work, so a lot of people don't do it. They do the mission where they do the button spinning with an alt character.
You mean factional warfare?
Yeah.
It's not even spinning anymore, it's just one rat, which dies in a few seconds, so it's even easier now.
Yeah, what they do is they take a low-skilled frigate alt and just spin the button. The missions used to be okay. We would grab a bunch of missions and then turn them in, and that's the way we do it. And then they changed it, and so people just button spin.
Oh, the missions are still wonderful. The level 4s in the stealth bomber. I did try to explain all this. The anomalies, the faction warfare anomalies to Marky, but it's quite. I don't think Marky's not very used to low sec. Am I right?
Oh, I make all kinds of mistakes there, so obviously I don't know it very well.
Yeah, you need to get your mindset and know what to do in low PvP zones.
You probably should practice in high sec on how to move first.
It happens to everyone at the beginning. I remember yesterday, I think you said, Mark, that you just froze when someone attacked you in low sec. You didn't know what to do for a few seconds.
Yeah.
Happens to everyone.
That's what you do the high sec practicing either with a friend or a court mate, and you just get in your T1 frigates and you say, okay, once we get into half fall, we stop, and you're the loser, and you explain and work with what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and that is one of those things that practice makes perfect, or it's why for different exercises and stuff that you're supposed to learn so that you can make it so that it's there's no second thought about it. It's just this happens, this automatically is how you react without even thinking about it. It's like driving a car. You had to think all kinds of hard about what you were doing at the beginning and stuff, but once you've got some time in driving a car, you don't even think about it. You just hop in and go.
It's still you can still learn, like you said, for some occasions, for some situations, but there's still the element of you do not know what the hell your opponent is fitting, is sporting. You don't have the time to click the watchful eye and see if he has turrets or launchers. You don't have time to do that.
Right.
I mean,
you gotta make that your sixth sense.
Yeah, pretty much.
And so it's one of those things of learning that, okay, this guy is in this type of ship, which means he can have these type of weapons and have this kind of strength against me, you know, as opposed to what I do a lot is I see what type of ship they are, and it doesn't mean anything to me. They could be in a darn freighter, and I'm afraid of them because I don't know that that's a freighter when I look at my directional scanner.
It's all about how brainwashed you become. I mean, eventually you'll know this in your sleep.
Yeah, but it takes time to learn all of this stuff.
It's highly improbable that you will see a freighter on your scanner if you've only set it for like 2 AU. Anyway.
Well, that's not the point. The point is that, you know, is that I don't know the difference between a freighter, a hound. You know, well, I know what a hound. I know a hound is like a stealth bomber, but you know, in like a cheetah is fast at warp. But I have no kind of clue what kind of weapons it can carry.
A cheetah is a probing ship. It does not carry weapons usually.
Yeah, and so, you know, the okay, so if I know that, you know, hound is you know, bomber, potentially dangerous, and that, you know, cheetah is probe, which means it could potentially be an indication of danger coming. It's not dangerous in itself, you know. But when I come across when I come across the beagle and the poodle ships, I don't know what they are, you know, and so it's just all a matter of learning them. Not that there's beagle and poodle ships. I'm just giving an example of something where nobody knows what they would be.
And you can take some time and look through EveMon, go through the ship browser, and just learn the ships. And you've already learned that stealth bombers are not that dangerous to frigates.
Have I?
Yeah, they're basically.
Is that what they were doing to me earlier?
Yeah.
It's torpedoes,
big guns strapped to it. They're very fragile, but hit hard to big ships. But
that's another thing about how you have to learn about missiles and signature radius and explosion, velocity, and so forth. So, like, the faster you go, if you go faster than the explosion velocity, then you're probably not going to be hit much, if at all.
It's basically the bigger damage, the bigger weaponry platform, the less damage it does to smaller ships.
I see. Yeah. You know, so the general rule in MMOs is that most people have a play cycle of around 18 months, around a year and a half. What the hell is that noise? I have no idea. I don't know if you guys heard that on the stream. And so this you know, it's a general cycle of people play an MMO for around 18 months, and at that 18-month mark is when they have, you know, learned the majority of the game, and that's part of why the cycle, or the average, starts being right there, is because when people stop learning things, they you know, they move on to other things. And I'm thinking, though, that the learning cycle or the life cycle in EVE is probably longer than the industry average of 18 months.
Oh yeah, you'll still learn new things after 3-4 years. Have no doubts.
Yeah.
Or you refuse to learn them because you don't want to be bothered with it.
Yeah, true.
Well, that happens sometimes.
You will not be able
I don't want to be bothered
everything
with all the math and stuff in this game, so I don't go into the high production stuff. You know, I don't want to keep a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
Okay. Even if you PvP, I mean, I've PvP'd since I don't know, 2009 or something, and I still make mistakes. Of course, I still derp, and I still have to check up the information about specific ships because I forget, or yeah. I mean, even after a few years of PvPing every single day, you're still gonna derp sometimes.
Yep. Okay, well, I have made it to my destination here, which I have some stuff here, and I was just going to see whether or not I could take it over to, whether I could probably won't even be able to fit it on this shuttle. Actually, shuttle doesn't have any bays, does it? What am I
It has
thinking?
10 cubic meters.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah.
The most you can really carry in a shuttle is like skills and stuff.
Yeah. We got a little bit of stuff here.
Most modules are 5 cubic meters. You could basically carry 2 modules, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's not really a good freighting platform.
I know. I'm carrying 2 guns over to my other station.
Books, tags, blueprints.
I did transport a bunch of blueprints in a shuttle the other day. So because I didn't want to take my other ship out.
If you're just gonna shovel some cheap crap modules around, just undock in your pod and dock in a different station, and you get a free rookie ship, and they have what, like 60, 70 cubic meters? There you go, free small scale hauler.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I just stopped. This is just I just picked up an ice cream cone. Now I'm headed home. So, this is one thing that I find myself doing a lot, which is item management, figuring everything out. I finally got all my stuff moved. I moved to this new area, and got most of my stuff moved. So. Okay, well, I think that is about the end of this episode. And so if you're watching on YouTube, you'll have to wait for another episode tomorrow. And those of you watching live, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, and when I do come back, we shall do a few drawings.